welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we got a speed workout on the track. It's starting to light up a little, it's starting to get a little bit sunny out. When we came to the track, it was rainy, and we just set up now and the sun's poking out. So you know what that means, guys. It's gonna be a good speed workout. What we have is, we have a mile warm up, and then we have strides, and then we have an 8 by 30 second fast with a minute and 30 second jog, and then a mile cool down. Basically like a fartlek, so speed or tempo training. Guys, we're starting to slowly build and build and build. Miles are getting longer, speed workouts are getting bigger, and your boy's getting fast. Saw me do some dynamic warm-ups. This is just to help warm up my glutes and warm up my hammies, because I have a lot of imbalances when I'm running. That's what caused my IT band injury in the first place. So make sure that my glutes and my hammies are firing. That makes sure that I don't get injured while running. So I'm gonna explain again like what the workout is. So it's a mile warm-up, and then we have 100-yard strides on the field, and then we're gonna do a 30 second by 8 fast with a minute and 30 second jog, and then a mile cool down. And that's gonna be the workout today.
On you whatever, baby.
3, 2, 1.
I made friends with the devil on my shoulder. I can't find no forgiveness for my wrongs. There's a ghost inside of me that's growing stronger. No way home when you've been lost this long. Ain't no rest for the wicked, ain't no grace for the sinner. God knows.
We got done with our mile warm up, 7:57 pace. Warm up don't really matter what pace it is, but now we're gonna do some strides. We're gonna do 4 strides, 100 yards, back and forth. Strides is like a faster jog, I guess you could say. Just opening up your strides is what it is. That's why it's called strides. We're gonna do 4, open up the legs, get the legs working, and get fast.
Darkness gather around sinners, won't fight justice, can't be delivered. I'm lost in a lawless land, wings of fire closing in too fast. Can't change the past, wash me clean and the river turn red. Lost in a lawless land, sinking down back to the desert sand. All dressed in black, wash me clean.
Got done with our 4th stride. Now we're gonna move into our actual workout. This is the meat and potatoes of the workout, and this is where your anaerobic system is going to be built. If you're training for a marathon, training for a half marathon, you always wanna include speed training. You never wanna go without speed training, because you can't just go train for a marathon or a half marathon and just go out there and just run. Because at the end of the day, when you are trying to hit a goal pace, going out there to just run for the fuck of it is not gonna get you anywhere. The meat and potatoes of the workout. 3, 2, 1, go.
You play with fire, so get ready to burn. You play with fire, and now I'm taking my turn. No more running, no more hiding, we'll fight, 'cause you play with fire.
Y'all don't understand the amount of steps and cardio I do to film for this man. Y'all about to see me turn up right now. Watch this.
I'm spending money like I just got paid. $100 bills, tell them keep the change. Come on. Pop a bottle, about to make it rain. Let me give you something now to celebrate. Come on. And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, 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 I just feel so good.
That's a lot harder than I anticipated.
Yeah?
Yeah, way harder. Holy crap. All right. Out the gate way too fast. Yeah, that shit ate me up towards the end. My lactic threshold, I hit it probably like rep 12, and I had 17 reps to do, so yeah. These speed workouts, they push you to the brink, to that red line, but they don't go over, and that's the great part. And that's how you build the biggest aerobic system you possibly could have. Sub 3 chasing. Legs, 1 out of 10. Like a 5, they're kind of heavy. But
What's the pace you're setting for this cool down? 6:30 pace for this cool down?
I was thinking sub 5s.
Sub 5, yeah?
Just something light to keep us keep the legs rolling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you like that?
Hey, listen, if Usain Bolt or Kipchoge want to come and run with me, get a workout in, I'll teach them a few things. But right now, I got a mile cool down, baby. That is the end of a speed workout. Let's see what we got here. 4 miles, 750 pace. That's a tempo workout. Nothing too crazy, feeling good. IT band injuries, feeling a little bit better. Still have to hammer my hammies, my glutes to make sure it stays away. Guys, that's the end of the track workout. We're gonna go home, grab something to eat, and then I'll show you guys like my favorite accessories, my absolute needs when I'm running. And that's it, man. Before we go home and have some breakfast, I want to talk about something that I've been reading. I've been reading this book called The Molecule of More, and it talks about dopamine and the effects that dopamine has on whether or not it's like sex, love, marriage, people in politics, or people who are doing athletics and stuff like that. And the power of dopamine is like of something that's uncertain, that's something that's new, your dopamine spikes, right? So say you're getting into marathon training and your dopamine spikes, you're happy, you're excited to get into training, and you're excited to get into something that's new. But once you start building and you get into marathon prep, it gets monotonous, because when you're building on marathon prep, it's the same thing over and over and over, and that dopamine drops. And that's where consistency compounds. You showing up every day, even though you don't want to, that's controlling your dopamine. That's controlling something, and knowing that the simplicity of doing the work every day is really show you where true growth comes from.
Gotta be something wrong with my head. You're burning trail. Dust rain even said on.
Got done with our run, and now I'm gonna tell you guys like my top accessories, my must-haves, and what I need to make sure that my training is going smoothly. If I'm traveling somewhere, these are the things I must have. First thing we are going to start off with, I get this question a lot all the time, is what type of watch do I wear for training? What type of watch do I wear for running? Garmin is the best athlete watch, most accurate, and I use, this is the Garmin 745. This is probably the best watch I've ever ran with. It is super, super accurate with distance, timing. The analytics are actually accurate. One thing that I do not trust with watches is when you are tracking your heart rate, do not go by what your watch says. Your watch could be off by 15, 20, maybe 25 beats per minute, and that is not something that is very accurate. So what you guys want to do is heart rate monitor that goes across your chest, like a chest monitor, and so you can put that around your chest and you can run real time with it, and you will see on the Garmin 745 heart rate real time. This is what I run with. Next question is, what type of running shorts do I wear? What is the most comfortable? What I usually run in is the Nike 2-in-1 5-inch Stride. These are really good because they don't bother me. The lining inside doesn't bother me, so they have lining. You guys can either cut that out or just leave it in, but I choose to leave it in because I feel more comfortable. I feel more secure when I am running. But I've had, I think, like 4 different colors. I have black, I have gray, green. These are really, really great shorts, and they're really durable. And especially when I start sweating, they don't bother me at all, because if you're running for hours on end, you know that you're gonna get like hot spots. When you start rubbing over and over in the same spot, you're gonna start chafing really bad. I just got these Tracksmith shorts. Tracksmith bunny right there. These shorts are crazy. I just ran in them today, absolutely love them. They are a little shorter than the 5-inch. They're probably like 3.5, but Tracksmith shorts are the best. I'm gonna be definitely buying more pairs of these. They do run a little bit more expensive. Liner to them is really nice. It's nice and short. It keeps everything nice and secure so it's not bouncing around. And it's like nice lightweight mesh material. Doesn't bother you when you run. Those 2 shorts are my main running shorts. The Nike 2-in-1 5-inch Stride, and then we have the Tracksmith running shorts. So now that leads me into my next thing. I was talking about like hot spots and getting like really sweaty spots that start really bothering you. One thing that is super, super imperative. If you guys are a big runner, you guys know that chafing is a son of a bitch. This is Jackrabbit. This is the Body Glide that I use, or the chafing cream. I know there's other bombs or other like companies that you guys can use. I know Nick uses like some cream. This is the one I use. Pretty much like a deodorant stick, so you just take it off and you can push it up, and then I rub it on my upper thighs, on the back of my lats, like right here. I will chafe a lot because my arms will be hitting it when I'm running. Most of the time, my inner like legs, my inner quads, because they rub against each other so much, I put a lot on there and the chafing will stop. Just want to make sure that you have this. Is like super imperative for if you are a runner, because if you don't have this, you are going to be bleeding after your runs, and nobody wants to have some scars from chafing. This is what I wear on my feet. These bad boys right here are called the Sony Endorphin Speed 2s. These are my daily trainers. My absolute favorite running shoe. I recently picked up, if you guys follow me on YouTube and like follow the journey so far, I picked up the Hoka Arahis. I honest to God, I did not like them. They were super blocky. I ran in Hokas when I first started running. I did my last prep in these Saucony's Endorphin Speed 2s, so I had to get another pair. And these things, man, they have something called the speed roll. When you are up to tempo, it just keeps pushing you forward and forward and forward. They feel great on the feet. They're super light. Pick these things up for, I believe, $140. These are my favorite daily trainers. What I suggest for runners, especially if there's like you guys are like new runners, go to a running shop, try on the shoes that you want, and if they feel good, then get them. And most of the time, running shops will have machines that get you fitted. They'll measure up your foot, how wide it is, type of arch that you have, and they'll fit you to the type of shoe that the machine says, and you can try it on, see how it feels from there. These are my go-tos, the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2s. Absolutely killer shoes. Next thing, we're gonna get into like running gear, like what I wear on my feet, what I wear on my head. Here are my socks. These are my running socks. These are features. These are my running socks. I really enjoy these socks. Make them all different colors if you want to get like a little spicy with it. These are my running socks that I use, features. They are really specialized in not having blisters, not having hot spots, because the way they squeeze the foot, and they really keep tight compression on your foot. So if you don't have running socks, I highly recommend getting them. You can run in any sock that you want, any sock that's really comfortable. I just got with these features, and they have been my go-to socks since I started training, and they're great. For what I wear on my head, I wear headbands, and I also wear a hat, but we'll start with the headbands. This is a junk headband. They have all different colors. I really like these headbands because they just really fit and secure my head really well, and they don't slip up and down. You don't really notice them when they're on their head. Keep the sweat out of my eyes. But most of the time, I'm not wearing a headband. 99.9% of the time, I'm wearing a hat. This is the type of hat that I wear. It is by BPN, Bare Performance Nutrition. This is their endurance hat. You can wash it after it gets like sweat stains, either in like the dishwasher or the washer. and I've had this hat for so long, and this is like an absolute necessity. If you guys want to pick up some BPN stuff, or like what I wear, what I use, I'm gonna put the links down below for everything that I wear. But yeah, this is the hat that I wear. Bare Performance Nutrition. This is their endurance hat. Pick it up for like 35 bucks. I'm gonna show you guys like what my warm-up necessities are and what I use to warm up right before I run. This is a lacrosse ball. I put this lacrosse ball in the freezer every night. Once I take it out in the morning, it's ice cold, and I put it on my feet, and I use it for myofascial release in my feet, just to break up those knots, just to get some blood flow in my feet. They always say, happy feet, happy life. So if you are training for a marathon, or you're just a runner or a hybrid athlete in general, myofascial release right before you run and right after you run is super good. Gets the blood flow going, gets the blood circulating in your feet. And most of the time when people are getting injured, they don't have any circulation, they don't have any blood flow, the fluid is not getting in their feet to make sure that your joints are moving properly in your feet. That's how they start injuring their feet. Next thing that I have, this is like a mini band. Yeah, pretty much like a mini resistance band. It's made by a company called Walito. Earlier in the video, I use this to warm up my like glutes, my hammies, and it's super important to me because this helps warm up my lower body from my hammies, from my glutes, to ensure that I'm not having any like IT band injuries or any IT band issues right before I run, because I'm warming up those areas. Next thing is, right before I run, I use a massage gun. I've had this massage gun for so long. It is the Med Cursor on Amazon. 100 different attachments, beats per minute, and the percussion that is going into your leg is a lot higher. Very similar to like the Theragun. You're not spending $500-600 to get a Theragun. You're getting the same type of percussion, the same types of beats per minute in this gun. It makes my warm-up routine in the morning a lot more efficient. For our final thing that we need, I do for my running routine, that is an absolute essential, is my supplementation. So what I take before runs and what I take after the run. The first thing that is absolutely essential is G1M Sport. So G1M Sport is a carb drink by BPN. It is an absolute must for me. Having something in my body that's quick digestion, and it helps feel better. If you're running fasted and you're not putting calories in your body, you're not putting fuel into your body, especially if you're a bigger guy, you're gonna crash, you're gonna bonk. So this is a carb drink, 350 milligrams of sodium, 20 grams of carbs, and 80 calories. So what I usually do is I will take 1 scoop of G1M Sport right before I run, let it sit for 30 to 45 minutes, and let it digest. It digests in the form of cluster dextrin, emptying into your stomach really fast, really quick, and it doesn't bother my stomach. Especially when I'm looking for a carb drink, something that I notice is what type of carb drinks were gonna bother my stomach. G1M Sport, you can't go wrong. It's an absolute life changer. It helps with stomach rot, it helps with endurance, and it helps with being able to be out there longer because you're fueling your body. G1M Sport, 350 milligrams of sodium, 20 grams of carbs, 80 calories, fast emptying into your stomach in the form of cluster dextrin. Absolute game changer. And I stack that bad boy with electrolytes. So electrolytes is just a hydration. It has 500 milligrams of sodium. I've been testing around with sodium loading. So when you sodium load, it helps raise your blood volume and it helps you perform a lot better. What I will do is I'll have 1 scoop of G1M Sport, 1 scoop of electrolytes, and I let it sit 30 to 45 minutes before I run, and my performance will be boosted. I will feel a lot better. I feel a lot healthier. The hydration is much better, especially in those warmer months when you're running, you're sweating a lot. You're gonna need those electrolytes. You're gonna need that sodium. And then after I get back, I have strong joints. What I use strong joints for is pretty much mobility and joint protector. If you don't take a joint supplement and you are, looking to take something, strong joints is an absolute game changer. It takes about 30 days for it to build up in your system and start, working actively, and that's when you start really feeling a difference. That is my supplementation: 1 scoop of G1M Sport before I run, 1 scoop of electrolytes, and then a capsule of strong joints after I get back from my run. That is pretty much everything that I use and everything that is a must-have for me when I'm running. It's super important to me when I am training for something, whether or not that's a bodybuilding goal or that's a marathon or a half marathon. When I set a goal, I am super into, control the controllables, being able to control what I can and being on top of everything, and I am super meticulous. So with that being said, I want to make sure that my shoes are right, my supplementation is good, that my warm-ups are good, and I can control everything that I can control, because that puts me in the best position to win. That puts me in the best position to make my goals, my dreams a success. And these are some of the things that help me. So if you guys want to use anything that I have, I'm gonna put like a bunch of the links down below into the description box. You guys can look around, see what I use. But guys, that's pretty much it, and I will catch you guys back at the gym. Peace. So we just got done with our run, and now we're about to hit a monster arm workout. So we're gonna do some big compound movements here. We're gonna do probably some close grip bench, and then we'll move into some tricep and bicep movements. But here right now, I'm just using, it's like this, the cane. The infamous cane. This thing is a lifesaver. It helps break up like myofascial release in your body and just help break out those knots, especially because, you know, my flexibility isn't the greatest. I can't really reach like behind my back, so this is great. And I have been having really bad tightness on my neck, so this helps release all the knots, get the blood flowing, get everything working, get everything circulating. But right now, biceps and triceps. Let's do it. Probably just like a progressive overload. We're going 135, 155, 185. We'll see how the 185 feels, and then we'll move to the top set. But I always like to start my biceps and tricep movements off with like a bigger compound movement, whether or not that's for biceps or triceps, but for right now it's triceps.
For my life, can't say that, girl, don't tell me you could say that shit. All she want is payback for the way I always play that shit. You ain't getting nothing that I'm saying, don't tell me you ill. Nothing like them other motherfuckers, I could make you rich. I could make you rich. I could make you this, baby, I could make you that. I could take you there, but baby, you won't make it back. Growing sick of this, and I don't wanna make you sad. Do I make you scared, baby, won't you take me back?
Biggest cues when you're doing bench is you want to drive your heels into the ground, you want to drive your lats into the bench, you want a slight arch in your back, and you want to make sure you're really pushing through those lats, really dig into that bench. Corn-fed, you know what I'm saying? Like French, corn-fed.
For my life, can't say that, girl, don't tell me you could say that shit. All she want is payback for the way I always play that shit. You ain't getting nothing that I'm saying, don't tell me you ill. Nothing like them other motherfuckers, I could make you rich, make you rich. I could make you this, baby, I could make you that. I could take you there, but baby, you won't make it back. Growing sick of this, and I don't wanna make you sad. Do I make you scared, baby, won't you take me back? Down another lonely road I go, just another lonely road.
Feel pretty good though, 225 for 6. Solid. Going to move into some overhead tricep extensions. I'm probably gonna superset that with a little bicep movement. I was thinking a little, you know, time under tension. This is like a really good, I learned this movement from my dog, Steve Cook, the OG of the fitness industry. If you guys were like, honestly, this like 6-7 years ago, Steve Cook was running the YouTube game. Dropped off a little, but taught me some crazy movements, baby, come on. Time under tension curls. We're gonna grab 2 dumbbells. So what we're gonna do here, time under tension. So we're gonna hold both of the dumbbells up, and then one down, and then you do 10 on one side, and then you switch over, hold this one up, time under tension, do 10. You're gonna be freaking killing.
Inside your motherfucking mind, you're about to X, watch him lift it up and just swing it from behind.
Who is he? That fucker a beast. Came with the fleet like you out your fleece. Cold summers, long winters if need be. Fuck the world, bitch, I'm boss deep. Demons around me, I'm drowning, I'm bleeding. Barobians giving out biggest go to the season. They drink, but we all end up eating the opposition. Opposite of the show.
Fucking by it, don't try me. I strike like lightning. Tyson, drive-bys riding the bikes, man. Sweat and murder, exciting. I'm expediting your life, and we multiplying. Alliance, you biting, well, I'm delighted. Welcome to hell, I'm your guidance.
Hold on, call on me. Diamond dancing, homie, running for office, offensive and lawless. Balls of the rawest and jaws of the new elect. Fucked up in my set like ratchets with hatches while I'm catching nets. About bad shit like where to play, got that guy with the lost car, 5150. Spazzy screaming where to play, man. Play call, stay calm.
Wise man once said that pressure is privilege, you know? Wonder who said that.
Damn, look at my necklaces. Took a fucking lot to walk like this. Money in your bitch, they both locked in. Dirty money that might watch this shit. I get too aggy, bitch, suck my dick. Or I go outside and hit wet some shit. I getting money, it's obvious. Pinky legit like a monument. Damn, look at my necklaces. Took a fucking lot to walk like this. Money in your bitch, they both locked in. Dirty money that might watch this shit. I get too aggy, bitch, suck my dick. Or I go outside and hit wet some shit. I getting money, it's obvious. Pinky legit like a monument. I'm out of boo. Bitch, I'm a fool. Bitch, out the goose. Her neck have me loose. Damn. Reason I need it. Uchi drippin', bleeding, lean and shit. He can beat it, that straight and shit. Dirty hold a couple beats in it. Start like a beat. Muhammad Ali, me. Tag the footwork. Sleep in the hood hole. Just like them battles, I feel like Rambo. Salute in my left bitch. First 48 shit. Damn, you on slave shit. None can't relate with this. None should never play with this. Mind your business, collect you some chips. Bad shit. Damn, look at my necklaces. Took a fucking lot to walk like this. Money in your bitch, they both locked in. Dirty money that might watch this shit. I get too aggy, bitch, suck my dick. Or I go outside and hit wet some shit. I getting money, it's obvious. Pinky legit like a monument.
We are going to finish up the workout. We're going to do some tricep push downs with the rope on the cables, and then we're going to move into some kettlebell spider curls. Guys, you want to hit your triceps because your triceps take up like 3/4 of your arms. If you want big arms, man, you got to train your triceps. The show muscle is your biceps, the peak, right? But what makes your arms big, fat, and juicy is those triceps. Come on.
It's that gutter motherfucker from the north side, north side. On my teeth, I got the frostbite, frostbite. Still in my hood, but my bands right. Smoking rock tar out the glass pipe. Swerving while I'm passing up the red lights. Couple Xanax and me need my mind right. Everybody say goodnight to the bad guy.
Quick tip when you guys are doing tricep rope extension. So when you're coming down, right, you want to remain tension. You don't want to come all the way up. That's when you lose tension. So you come all the way down, come halfway, and then come back down. The mind-muscle connection is way better for me, and the time under tension is a lot better because you feel it and squeeze it a lot better. Grow those triceps.
Close it with the script, bottle open, dripping like a faucet broken. You think that you the fucking wave? I got the ocean blowing. You think that you won't catch the fate? Stop it fucking local, turn your red to marmalade and light a blunt of fucking smoking. Choking. I got time about to hang that pussy boy claim that he misspoken. Now he knows the third coast, the dirty south, swaying rages like a fucking frozen choking. Zipping spells of muddy potion, pull up and I flood the function. Got the bag, I leave it closing. Money come and go, sometimes you broke, sometimes you low. It feels so broke, I need to get low. The fuck you always been my slogan. Curving hoes are blowing nose, slowly rolling, potent. Gonna overdose, at least I'm hoping. Big ass ruler, bitch, swallow the stick, set it around, set up the wet, yeah, back to the set, hit the button for the top on the vet, bet that hoe ain't never seen nothing like this, big pearl rocks on my wrist, I bet you love me, bro, you look just like me, fuck, back to back, slush, no fucks, just up, at ease, boy, catch up,
That is the end of the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. So we did a tempo workout. I showed you guys my must-haves and what I need for training, whether that's for running in the morning, what I use to prep myself, and basically my routine. And those are my must-haves whether or not I'm at home or I'm traveling. And then we hit a juicy bicep and tricep workout. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps with the algorithm. And of course, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I'm spending money like I just got paid. $100 bills, tell them keep the change. Come on.